Hey guys, it's Ben with Upstart HR, and today I want to talk a little bit about uh, ideas for your SHRM chapter. A lot of SHRM chapters now have what's it called, workforce development committee or area or chair or whatever you want to call it. And this workforce development group is supposed to be, kind of going back and forth with the community, finding ways to interface the HR professionals locally with the community in some way that they can help. And I've seen our local chapter do it really well, the SHRM chapter, and I wanted to kind of share some of those ideas, some of our successes, and some other things that I've heard of that might be good ideas if you have, if you're working in a chapter volunteering, or if your own chapter is trying to figure out what to do with their own workforce development area. Here's some ideas. Last year we did a combination of job fair and learning sessions. Basically, it was free for job seekers. So we footed the bill. We had sponsors that helped. So it was paid for all by either SHRM or by the sponsors. And so there was a job fair. The local companies came. They sponsored as well, as part of the sponsorship. So the different companies were there for the job fair, taking in resumes, things like that, meeting people. Then there was also 2 or 3 different sessions. Here's how to use LinkedIn. Here's how to network effectively, things like that. And during the day, there was this running group in the back. There was a back room. There were a handful of HR professionals who had agreed to work with people on their resumes. So they were sitting back there, redlining, marking them up, just saying, here's what it would look, here's what I would like to see, if it came across my desk, things like that, and just giving people kind of an idea, because we see resumes every day, so we know what looks good and what doesn't. But most people, they never see the other side. They never see another resume other than their own, so they don't know what the format should be or anything like that, unless they've done a lot of research into it online. So anyway, that's just one of the things that we did. Another thing that we're doing this year is called the HERO program, and we're partnering with a local company, a local organization, I guess they're a nonprofit, called Still Serving Veterans. And SSV and SHRM have put together something called the HERO program, where they'll take one of the veterans who's looking for work, their protege, one of the HR people is going to mentor, and they work together remotely, phone, email, things like that, just on an as-needed basis. They can ask questions. Hey, what should the cover letter look like? Or is my resume okay? Hey, how should I approach the situation? Things like that. Just asking for help in whatever way they might need it, and just knowing that they have the point of contact makes it so much more easy for that veteran to eventually, hopefully, find a job. We've had, several people find them already, and the program's going well. I think we have something like 30 people engaged in it right now, and every month, the SHRM meetings, we have someone stand up from Still Serving Veterans saying, thanks for what you're doing. We could always use more help. If you want to volunteer, it's just on an as-needed basis. It's not 20 hours a week. It's just, whenever someone decides to ask for help, really. You get paired with just one person, so it's not like you have 10 people you're supporting. And there's one other thing with that. They have met, I think, they did have a get-together where they met their veterans face-to-face in a group public setting. So there's no weirdness there, meeting one-on-one with some random stranger that some people might have an issue with. So anyway, that's another idea. The third one is partnering with a local job searching club, which is what we're doing this year. There's a group locally called the St. Joseph Job Searching Network or something like that, and they meet once a week in a big church locally, obviously, and they have people come and speak. People bring their resumes. It's just a big networking thing. They have a couple hundred people there, from what I hear. I haven't been able to make it to one of the club meetings, but I have it on my calendar to go as soon as I get a free Tuesday afternoon. But they meet just middle of the day, and we support them by making sure we're promoting it to our members. We have 300 members in SHRM, and we're getting it out there to our members. Hey, there's this area that you can go. You can recruit locally. So that's just another idea. And the last one is for chapters to hold free events. This one isn't specific to workforce development, but our chapter is partnered with some local people who were just on fire about starting kind of a small group to discuss best practices, things like that. So once a month they have the best practices lunch where they just go. Anyone's free to go. You just RSVP so they know to save you a seat, basically. You pay for your own lunch if you want some, and you just meet the people next to you, network, share ideas, talk about your problems, things like that. And it's really just a low-key way to get to know people better and learn some stuff from someone maybe that's already made that mistake, or learn from it, or whatever. Anyway, that's just 4 quick ideas off the top of my head. Well, not off the top of my head, but 4 quick ideas that I've seen in action, and would definitely recommend if your chapter's not doing anything workforce development, there's someone locally that would be interested in volunteering to help with that, because with so many people out of work, it's just a great way to be visible in the community and to show that you really do care. So much has been said lately about the candidate experience and how companies are just faceless organizations that don't care about people, and that's really not the case, as most of you know. But this is a way for you to really walk the walk, show them how it is, show them what the local HR community really is all about. Anyway, just some ideas. Hopefully that'll help somebody out there in SHRM chapter land, and good luck, guys.